Where's my Cardboard Live deck list? But hello, everybody. Today we are doing a donation deck list league. As soon as I find it, what did I name it? Oh, there we go. All right, Cardboard Live's good, up and running. Today we're doing a donation deck list league. Some Karn Arena Rector Nick Fit, courtesy of I Do Nothing a Lot, frequent donation deck list donator. Shoutouts to them. Always love delving into unique legacy decks that I have no experience playing with. But it's hard to pick and choose, especially when I like to play favorites, jamming a bunch of death attacks and stuff. So it's nice to get the opportunity to branch out into these other archetypes. I think this is the first time I'll ever be casting Veteran Explorer. We've played a decent number of donation deck lists, but they're mostly blue decks and stuff. But anyway, so there was some Arena Rector Nick Fit lists running around when this card got spoiled, got printed, and a lot of them were just jamming Nico Bolas and stuff. It was Nico Bolas, Ugin, and Karn Liberated, I think, as the top end for a lot of those. And then there was also the 8 Rector decks, which got even more of a mess. But this is junk. This is the traditional Nick Fit colors still. And we're playing some more castable planeswalkers like Nissa Vital Force, Liliana Dreadhorde General, along with Karn and Ugin as your top end. But we're also playing Karn the Great Creator, which is a cool option for Nick Fit because it does a lot of things. It wins the game if uninterrupted. Obviously, the Karn Magosynth Lattice combo is very strong. And this deck can very easily get to 6 mana. Obviously, your Veteran Explorer engine, you really turbo out Karn into your Lattice combo pretty quickly. And also, it is a stopgap against some of the combo decks. Nick Fit always has traditionally been weak in its combo matchups due to lack of real disruption. You don't have Force of Will, Cabal Therapy as your only real thing to do. If we look at this main deck, if you ignore the Karns, how is this deck ever beating Storm? Just cast all your Cabal Therapies and then pray. But Karn gives you additional angle against a lot of the combo decks because Karn can stop LEDs and petals and stuff. It can also tutor up things to beat combo decks, Game 1, finding Ensnaring Bridge versus Sneak and Show, or Tormod's Crypt versus Reanimator or Dredge or something, etc., and Chalice of the Void, stuff like that. So Karn's a cool new angle. It's very castable with the Veteran Explorer engine. God, I think this might be the first time. Oh, this isn't the first time casting Cabal Therapy, actually. I played Grixis Phoenix on stream once or twice, I believe. But Cabal Therapy is a real hard card to cast, and I'm certainly going to be bad at it. When your opponent goes, Flooded Strand to go, and you're well, I need this Cabal Therapy. I need to cast this Cabal Therapy on turn 1 so that I can cast a Veteran Explorer into the Cabal Therapy again. I guess you just, in the blind, you name, Force of Will and stuff a lot. And name the card you can't beat is traditionally, a good strategy with Cabal Therapy. But yeah, this deck seems pretty sweet. I'm into it. I don't know how to sideboard. Luckily, we only have 8 real sideboard cards. I can't for the life of me figure out whether this is Gideon of the Trials in the sideboard, though. I don't think any deck is, there aren't any combo decks that are just, cold to a Gideon emblem, especially post-board. If it was in the main deck, maybe, you get it against Storm, and I think they're cold to it. If you just play, Gideon of the Trials and zero it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Maybe I'll realize something, or maybe it's just an anti-fair matchup thing where you just play your 3-drop 4/4, beat them up. I don't know. I can't really figure it out. We'll get into it. But anyway, again, shoutouts to I Do Nothing a Lot, Twitch user, frequenter of the stream, frequent donator to the stream. So let's jam this list. I have been on a Karn the Great Creator kick. I've been playing a lot of Bomberman in my off time. That deck is sweet. All right. I actually probably need like my deck list up over on this other screen. I'm going to forget like how many basics are in my deck and stuff. Some pretty important details when you're playing like veteran explorers and fetch lands and stuff. Anyway, I would love to go first. Are you supposed to keep these hands? I feel like you're not supposed to keep these hands, right? How aggressively can Nick Fit mulligan? We're not doing anything, right? We're gonna go Abrupt Decay on turn 2 into like Karn on turn 4. That feels like we don't have a legacy playable hand, right? We have 8 veteran explorers between like vet and Grids Zenith, obviously, and we have like neither the enabler or the actual vet. So I think this is just supposed to be shipped into like anything better. This is like marginally better. It's a lot less lands, certainly, but I don't think I can go past this. And we have like actual interaction spells now. Question is, what am I putting to the bottom? Is it this Arena Rector? Probably not. We just need to have 4 lands. We can get Arena Rector, Flashback Therapy. Maybe it's like the trophy. We already have this Abrupt Decay as interaction. Excuse me. I could kind of dig trophy. Definitely keep. My opponent said, "Ooh, much pleasure" in the chat, and it's a little bit concerning. Wait, no, I can't. I'm trying to. What are they saying? I have no idea what they mean. It's kind of weird. Anyway, trophy to the bottom, I guess. I think Abrupt Decay is probably better than trophy in the blind. I'm leading with a forest. I don't just want a blind therapy with actual no information, I don't think. I'd rather like let them play a land first. If we draw a vet, we can still like play vet and then cast therapy, play vet, cast therapy again. We get punished if we draw like Green Sun Zenith, I guess. We're a little bit bummed. Basic Plains. Ooh, are they Death and Taxes? Is that what they meant? Because I'm a Death and Taxes player? The fuck is this we're doing? Yeah, we're doing some real nonsense today. Nice choice of Plains by my opponent. Must be just like therapy name, like, do I care about Thalia? We get a name, yeah, exactly. Like, we have this Lily in our hand. We can't cast the Lily, though, and the Lily would get delayed. I think, yeah, Thalia's probably a good enough name. We do care, like, a non-zero amount. They're gonna be, like, on Bomberman or some bullshit. Yeah, Stoneforge, I think we care about less than Thalia, especially with this decay. Oh, they had 2 Mystics, though. What a punt. But we did get the Thalia, so that's okay. But 2 Stoneforges is a little bit of a bummer. That Crusader is also terrifying. I always try to flashback the therapy in the future turns. If they get like Batterskull, will probably just price into Abrupt Decaying this. If they don't, I wouldn't just top deck Black Source and play Liliana. We just want to like Arena Rector into Cabal Therapy. If we can just like cast this Arena Rector, we just win the game, right? They did get Batterskull. We drew not a good card. We like Arena Rector Therapy, we just like get Ugin and then they could just never win. Because they could draw like Revoker, but then we have Lily. So we're just gonna decay the Stoneforge, delay the Batterskull. They'll probably just like cast Crusader or something. Maybe play the second Stoneforge. Just really want to hit the old land drop here. We're gonna draw like Dryad Arbor. Just maximum punishment. Get our Dryad Arbor plowed. Fort. Yeah, the double Stoneforge makes this like a propaganda Stoneforge just way worse for us. Yeah, this looks like Mirren Crusader. Lucky my opponent has no wastelands. Our hand is incredibly soft to wasteland. Yep. Land. Land that isn't Dryad Arbor. Nice, we did it. Alright, so we should just win now, right? Ugin, Bolt the Crusader, game. It's our best planeswalker here, right? Other options are Liliana, Dreadhorde General, or Karn Liberated. Yeah, we're going with Ugin. Such a basic swamp here. Guess I'll name Batterskull. Can't bolt that. Kill that. So their hand is Jite, Prelate, Stoneforge, Plow. Yeah, they're super dead. If they top deck like exactly Revoker, we can just Liliana it. And then plus Arukin again. Hey, you little punks, get out of here. Alright, yeah, we won. We did it. Look at that. Turn 4 Ugin. Beats Death in Texas. Who'd have guessed? Sideboard time. I think our sideboard is submit our 60. 60 is pretty rock solid versus Death in Texas, not gonna lie. Like, I don't think we want to board in any of these cards. Like, there's an argument for boarding in some of the Karn bullets. I think Gideon's probably garbage. There's an argument for boarding in some of, like, Ballista or Explosives or something, and just leaving Karn for, like, the Lockout or the Incinerating Bridge, or, like, the Needle. But, like, what would we cut, I guess is the better question. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just hit submit. We'd probably afford to like cut some of like the top end walkers, like a Karn Liberated or something, for something that's more castable and interactable. Assuming that there's stuff like Rest in Peace coming in, or even like Surgical Extraction, there's an argument for just like cutting, just Karn getting to 7 mana, like if under like a Rest in Peace seems pretty tough, and we'd rather have like we get explosives to blow up a rip or like a Ballista to tackle like different boards. Yeah, I think it's mostly fine. If anything, I think I would cut this Karn Liberated for either Ballista or Explosives, but I think it's like pretty marginal. I think I'd board in the Ballista. Those are just like pretty good to just cast. It's a lot less good to wish for. It's just like kind of slow and clunky when you like Karn for it. You invest so much mana into doing so little, whereas Explosives, at least when you like wish for it, it could just be like a huge wrath still. So destroy a bunch of stuff. We'll reconsider for game 3. But yeah, things I want to be wary of. Alright, this hand, I guess, things I want to be wary of. But like Surgical Extraction's a big one out of my opponent's deck. Alright, well, we'll keep this. Probably just firing off a Blind Therapy on turn 1. We have multiple plows for interaction. We have a Karn. If we just like top deck Veteran Explorer, it's just insane with this Phyrexian Tower. What am I pushing to the bottom here, actually? Is it the Therapy? We have a tower as an enabler. Assuming it doesn't get like Wastelanded or something. Therapy's like still good. We could probably hit, right? You just like name Stoneforge or Thalia on turn 1. But then what are we pushing? I think I like, yeah. I kind of want Karn plus, like, just Swords of Plowshares just to, like, control the board here. I think it's the Therapy. I think Plow is just, like, better than Therapy in most cases here. Just, like, more safe. Maybe it's not, because it's, like, proactive. It's something I can do on turn 1. Just hit, like, a Thalia or something. Or, like, a Rest in Peace. Well, I probably wouldn't name Rip. Can't be a land. Ugh. This is a tough decision. Maybe it is just a Plow. Maybe I want Therapy for, like, information. Our deck has a lot of, or, like, a decent number of removal spells. What am I therapying here? Thalia? Stoneforge Mystic? It's not Stoneforge, probably because we have a Karn. Although if they just get, like, a Batterskull, it's... Well, I mean, I guess that makes... The second therapy makes my first therapy better, but it also makes me sad that I don't have 2 Plows in my hand. If they just cast a Thalia, we can just Plow it. If they cast a Stoneforge, it's more annoying, right? Because they get value out of it. They have 4 cards in hand. I think I'm naming Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, wow. That's a hand. Rip Surgical Needle Cataclysm, huh? The Needle's kind of annoying. They probably won't name Karn Great Creator if they play it proactively, though. If they don't play it proactively, maybe I just have to take that. And then, like, hope I can flashback a therapy before they can cast Cataclysm. I want to get this Karn out ASAP. Oh, wow. That was aggressive and, like, incredibly punishing for me. Jesus. Don't even wait till my draw step, sure. It's the second time this week that I've just been like, oh, now they know that they can play the Needle, name the Karn. Maybe that's actually, no, it's turn 1. Like, what? I'm not playing activated ability on turn 2. They don't need that information yet. They could have waited until my draw step and done that. Hey, that's a good draw. So it is Rip Cataclysm Unknown. Because they have the Rip, they can fire off the Surgical more willy-nilly? I don't think so, though. I think they should have waited till my draw step. I don't think I'm playing the... Maybe I am playing the Tower here, because I don't care about it as much. Because if they have Rip, my vets don't do anything. Could have just, like, fetched basic planes, I guess. But, like, I might need something. I might need to, like, cast Liliana Last Hope and fetch, like, a scrub land. You never know. Oh, these things are legendary? Fuck. These cards suck. At least I can just put it back and fetch it away, I guess. Because we have this Sylvan Library. Hey, we actually drew Liliana Last Hope. That's pretty neat. Not super good against Giver of Runes, hilariously. I think I'm still running it out here. So if I play it and they have Thalia, like, my Liliana still lives, and then I can untap. So if they attack it for 2, put it down to 2. I can't plow. I could plow the Giver, but then in response they would pro-black the Thalia. But then I thought then my Liliana's still alive, right? I'm definitely putting this back. I kind of just want more lands, though. I think I'm just gonna pay 4 here. Yeah, I don't think plowing is a good use of my turn here. I really want to get this Karn down to, like, turn off their Vial, too, when they're, like, so choked on mana. Maybe I can just get duels here, because because they're so choked on mana. And because we're already so wastelandable. I should have got Scrub Land, I think. Whatever. I do have a 2-drop. Yeah, it's just Thalia. Rest in Peace? No, they can't cast Rest in Peace. That's what they're figuring out too. Oh yeah, we know their hand. Their hand is Rest in Peace Cataclysm. Tech Liliana. You have to be wary of that Cataclysm though, especially because we don't have therapies anymore, so we can't actually like stop it very well. Hey, stop that cat. Well, these Arena Rectors suck, but this extra Karn also sucks. I need something. Because these Arena Rectors don't suck, right? Because they haven't played the Rip yet. And, so we can't sack it with the tower yet, but we're close. I don't think I need extra Rector or extra Karn. So we're gonna end up plowing this Giver and plussing on the, or we're gonna plus on the Thalia, but it's not gonna work, and we're gonna plow the Giver, I think, here. We can just like cast Arena Rector, but if they draw land and Rip, then we can't like block very effectively. Yeah, there's no way to do this in a way that like is profitable for us. Good news is that if they don't draw a land, this Thalia actually stops them. Oh wow, they just let it go. Do they want to cast Rip that badly? I think we're just gonna play Karn here and just like prevent this Aether Vial now. I don't care about this Giver. Their hand is Rip Cataclysm. Like, it's not doing anything. The problem is that we do need to be able to beat this Cataclysm, which we cannot currently do. But I do want to lock up this Aether Vial, so that's fine. What's our plan, though? Draw an answer to Pithing Needle, I guess, and just, like, lattice them, I guess is a pretty good plan. Yep. They play Rip. They attack the Liliana, sure, whatever. Abrupt Decay, that's an answer to Rest in Peace or Pithing Needle. Ooh, Knight of Autumn, that's another good card. Now, yeah, now we can really fuck them up. The real embarrassment of riches here. What's our best plan? Do we have any planeswalkers that just, like, put them in the dirt? I guess, like, start Karning their lands, just like Karn liberated their lands. Just thinking about, like, future turns with Arena Rector and stuff. We're gonna put this back. I kinda want both of these, though, just to answer both of these things. Although the other plan is just, like, lattice them at this point. Because they're, like, totally locked out here. We just need, like, some more mana. I'll keep this. What does this turn look like? What can we tutor for in the sideboard that does anything? Nothing? All these cards suck? Alright, cool. Man, maybe our line is just cast Arena Rector this turn. And then next turn we can Abrupt Decay the Rest in Peace and sack it. And just like start carting their lands. Like this literally means this Give Reverence just doesn't have any text. Kind of like just casting Rector here. Yeah, we still can't activate this. Even before they top deck Ancient Tomb. Just like annihilate my whole life. Oh, they can... they can't port my tower at any point that matters because we have instant speed removal for this Rest in Peace. Though they can, if they're savvy, they can wait for me to try to answer the rip and port my tower in response to that. Oh no, they're being savvy. What am I going to do about that? Well, I guess we'll see what Sylvan Library cards we hit. Step 1 here. Green Sun doesn't do anything besides get me... what's his face? Veteran Explorer. What's the play here? How do we win? I'm scared of another land drop, so I want to win here in a way that can be kill. Like I want to find a way to kill him this turn, right? Kill them this turn. The fact that they left the port up is very good. We can't tutor for anything relevant. That would require way too much mana to blow up the needle, tutor something, and then also blow up the rip. We might just need to dodge a 4th land here. Wait, could we get a Ballista? Do we have enough mana for that? No. I was wondering if we could kill our own Rector with like Liliana plus Ballista or something. Alright, so I don't want this. Probably just want to go to 6 though. I guess I could just draw one of these, right? I don't think I want to play land if my plan is lose to Cataclysm. I can't beat Cataclysm. I don't want to play this land, and I want this Green Sun to go find a vet to rebuild. So I can just top the Green Sun Zenith, I guess. Hey, get down from there! Why are you guys being such punks? Get! Cats are throwing a fit today. So I replicate this Rest in Peace. Response, they port my Phyrexian Tower. We still have access to 3 mana to like cast Night of Autumn if we want it, but that doesn't do anything, right? We can't kill our own Rector with like Liliana. I guess we just replicate this Rest in Peace and like let them tower me. Let them port my tower. Actually, I could do it on their turn, right? Wait, no, that doesn't do anything. That just gives me a Planeswalker on their turn. I can just wait. If they cast Cataclysm, I replicate in response, right? And then, can I choose to not keep this Arena Rector? I don't know how Cataclysm works, but I think the best plan is just pass the turn here. Or do that, then pass the turn. If they draw a Cataclysm, we just Abrupt Decay the Rip in response. Or if they draw the 4th land for the Cataclysm. They did draw the 4th land for the Cataclysm. Well, I guess time to find out if I can choose to not keep a creature. Yeah, we can just I guess I should plow this Giver right now, right? This Giver being in play makes it so that I can't plow anything else anyway. And I don't think I'm keeping this basic plains. I'm keeping the tower, right? Because the tower lets me sack the Rector anyway. Even if I can't sack into the Cataclysm. So yeah. So that resolves. Oh, yep. I cannot click done, which means I have to keep this Rector. That's really funny. Today I learned. So I want to draw this green sun on top. Ooh, deeds. Cool. We're going to have access to 1, 2, 3 mana this turn, which doesn't really do anything because it's going to be black, black, question mark, and green sun only finds... So yeah, this mana doesn't do anything anyway, so we're just going to put these both back. Alright. Do we just get Karn and Karn this Vial? What happens if they have a Wisp? This thing ticks down to 3, right? We're gonna get Karn GC, lock out the Vial, but we're pretty far away from doing things, right? They have 1 card in hand, though, and we actually ramp up to Lattice pretty quickly, right? We just spend this turn green sunning for Vet. Next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's almost enough, right? Maybe Karn Great Creator is actually the choice here. Like, I guess Ugin just plus is pretty good, but I'm trying to... I guess, like, it already beats Flicker Wisp. They have 1 card in hand, so just like Ugin probably kills them. We can also just blow up this Vial with the Knight of Autumn next turn. Yeah, just get Ugin. We're actually down our plains, so we actually can't Knight of Autumn. Forgot our plains was in the yard. We only have the 1. But if they don't have an answer to this Ugin, they just fucking die, so it's pretty good. Actually, do I want to sack this? Do I want to give them mana? We can't cast anything. Although, we could potentially cast something. We have a Sylvan Library, yeah. I'm gonna sack this. They have a Vial. I don't think giving them mana is like a huge deal. Sucks that we can't actually Knight of Autumn this. Unless we draw a fetch land here. Hey, Savannah, that works. Top. Flicker West my Ugin here, maybe? Nope. Alright, now they're dead. Unless they draw a Revoker. In which case we have Assassin Trophy on the top of their deck, our deck, so they are dead. Well, time to ult this Ugin. that's 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Pretty solid turn, I'd say. Yeah, whatever. Don't really care about playing optimally. Like, we could like vet a million times, so we actually can't play an Arena Rector right now anyway. I guess I could have, yeah, because I untapped my Savannah with the Nissa. We could have, like, E-leaped into a veteran, or E-leaped a Veteran Explorer into an Arena Rector, and then cast the Arena Rector, and then E-leaped that. Or Phyrexian Towered it. But yeah, they're dead. They have, like, second Cataclysm. But then they're down to, like, nothing. We Assassin's Trophy their Aether Vial, and we just kill them with an Ida Bottom. Although, I guess they would go get basics. Whatever, we won. Not the most clean win, but I'll take it. I'm not an expert with Nick Fit by any stretch of the imagination. That was pretty sweet, though. Just getting Ugin and killing them. I wonder if, like, Karn was actually, like, a better choice. I didn't like Karn Liberated, because Karn Liberated is really bad if their last card was, like, actual Flicker Wisp. Well, there's a chance that, like, Karn Great Creator there would have, like, actually been really good post-Cataclysm. Because we even could have, like, played a Ballista on one as well, because we had the 2 floating from the, whatever, the Phyrexian Tower. So we could, like, cast a Ballista or something. Or some other card in our sideboard. EE probably doesn't do anything. And, yeah, Needle doesn't do anything either, but whatever. This hand's probably good enough, right? We can vet Library, and we can, like, try to deed our own Explorer as a worst case. It's, like, a little bit clunky, but this Karn's, like, not really good in our hand, but I think this hand's good enough. Still Library is a real good card. Casting Naked Veteran Explorer is always, like, kind of scary. Playing against a Plow deck, but no one plays Sword Splash shows anymore, right? How many basics does this deck have? Like 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Of course, we could always be playing against, like, Storm, and my decisions don't matter. Ooh. Playing against the Hogak deck. I have no idea how good that matchup is. It's another land. Let's play my Library, I guess. Veteran Explorer is good at, like, blocking Vengevines. What's our choice of Planeswalker in this matchup? Karn Great Creator for Ensnaring Bridge, probably? I imagine that deck can't beat Ensnaring Bridge pre-board. What did, who was it that played it at the top 8? Tariq Patel? They have Altar of Dementia, so they can't actually beat Ensnaring Bridge. They gotta therapy me. Imagine they'll miss. What would you even name here? Nick Fit's just, like, such a pile of nonsense. I'll hit another therapy, though, so if they want to take something like my Arena Rector, then they can take it with the other supplier. Name it Academy Rector, that's fair. So, Nick's Fit. Wrong Rector, though, opponent. Chance we just want, like, Karn GC, like, get a Tormod's Crypt and then crypt them. I mean, we're losing the Serene Rector, so, like, that's not the plan, but... So their hand, they have 2 Bloodghasts in there. They're going to cast this Hogak this turn. They got 2 Bloodghasts and 1 Bridge hanging around. Oh, they named Deed. They're just gonna like kill me before this Rector happens. I guess Deed does crack the bridge. But Deed's a little ways away too. And Deed doesn't kill Hogak. Ooh, Evolutionary Leap. That means we go down to 1 mana, up to 3 mana, 4 mana. We can't cast and sack the Rector unless we hit something juicy, which we didn't. Opponent's deck does play basics and they're on a 1-lander, so I probably like actively don't want to leap my Veteran Explorer if I'm not doing anything with that mana. There's a chance we could leap our Veteran Explorer into another Veteran Explorer. No, that's mana neutral. Could cost 1 to cast and then 1 to activate the E-Leap. So we're probably just going to put back the Savannah and the Rector. Play Windswept Heath, play E-Leap, say go. I want to E-Leap it on, like, my end step. And then we can Rector into E-Leap. And hopefully Arena Rector into something. Land anyway. Unfortunate. It's a lot of Bloodghasts. So we gotta deal with this board, so it seems like Karn for Bridge is certainly on the agenda. Karn for Bridge and then like Karn for Crypt the next turn or something. We could just block with this Veteran Explorer. I guess we're already breaking the bridge though, right? And I don't think it's worth 2 life. What does our mana situation look like next turn? We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, which is exactly enough to play Arena Rector and leap it into something. So we'd have to leap it into like Ugin and then -7 the Ugin to kill everything. Because we don't have enough mana to like Karn into something else. Yeah, I don't want to give them mana to do stuff. I'm a little concerned about that. I think I'm just going to take this. Problem is, I guess we're pretty close to just dying to like hardcast Vengevine once we give them 2 swamps. Although they need 1 more green source to hardcast a Vengevine. Carrion Feeder, that's... Okay, I don't really care. Actually, no, that's actually really bad for me. Because they can just sack all their shit when I try to Ugin them now. Now Ugin's just like actively horrible. Now we might just be fucked. This Carrion Feeder was really bad. Yuck. What on earth is our plan now? They don't have a land drop, they can't get their Bloodghasts back? Sure, I don't care how many zombies they get. Just getting Ugin anyway. Oh, I guess the sacking the Bloodghast is free because they're gonna go get 2 land drops. So yeah, that's fair. does nothing, and Cabal Therapy doesn't really do anything. Makes it so that, like, sacking other, like, Rectors and stuff is easy. We could, like, Vet Leap it for free, right? We have another swamp, another forest to go get. Oh, they milled over a swamp, notably. They have 3 lands. So Ugin -7 clears the board, but they have a bunch of Bloodghast in yard, but we're not dead to that. If they draw land, we don't take lethal, and hopefully we can, like, leap into, like, another Academy Rector and try to, like, get Karn online and, like, Tormod script them or something. I don't think I need this therapy. We'd, like, therapy them for altar, maybe, but we don't really have time to do that right now. Guess this costs the same amount of mana as leaping. I don't think we need this green sun. It's probably a better keep. So we vet leap it for free. Hopefully don't hit a 3rd vet. Yeah, I might just therapy them for, like, Altar of Dementia. They have, like, 1 in exile, right? Yeah. And then we get another therapy from sacking the Rector anyway. Ugin does start at 7, right? I'm not crazy. I can actually exile the whole board. Yeah, because the plus is to 9 and then plus is to 11. Alright, we hit another Rector. That's good. Gives us a plan for the following turn. So we're going to therapy them. Name Altar of Dementia. Hit. Unfortunately, I don't want any of those other cards in the graveyard. I mean, I don't have to name them. I could just name, like, Black Lotus or anything. Is there a world where I want any of those cards in the graveyard? Next turn, we're going to be able to... We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we Arena Rector, Leap, costs 5, so we'll have 2 left over. So we can't cast Bridge. So we need to, like, cast... But Crypt isn't good enough. So we need to, like, find a land off of the library, I guess, is the plan. I hate both of these decks, but it's good to see the Hohek. I mean, we're not out of the woods yet. My opponent rips a land, we just stone die. Do we actually name this Gravecrawler? Do we put this Gravecrawler in their graveyard? They don't have a zombie, right? Like, they're gonna lose their board, and Bloodghast come back and they're not zombies. So we can name this Gravecrawler. It's like not nothing. If we name the Vengevine, then if they draw any other, like, second creature, we just die. Or not die, but we take a bunch. I think we could actually name Gravecrawler to, like, notable upside, right? Like, it does the same thing in their hand as it does in the yard. If they have a zombie in play anyway. I think this is an actual name. opponent sacks everything to the feeder. And then sacks the feeder. If they draw a land... If they draw a land, we do just die. A land that can help them cast the Vengevine, which I think is like anything. Maybe like another Underground Sea. But if they miss on a land specifically, that lets us Rector for Karn and crypt them. Then if they draw land, they have Vengevine. But oh yeah, we actually exiled our... We can't actually... I forgot Ugin exiles our sack outlet. No, never mind. We found another one. That's good. That's super useful. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Karn does... we want to now Rector leap the Rector into Great Creator and Tormod's Crypt them. And then if they miss on this Vengevine, then we just win with Lattice. Oh wow, they just concede there. Nice. I guess if they cast Vengevine, they just know we're going to Karn it, and they just have nothing to follow up. Whew, that was a hard game. There was a lot of stuff going on. How's the deck? We're 1-0 so far, and we're 1-0. We're up a game against Bug Hogak. Sporting these Leyline of the Voids. Probably get this Karn out of here. Probably just some like these clunky planeswalkers that don't matter. Like Liliana Last Hope. Karn, maybe like this Nissa. Nissa is a combo with Tormod's Crypt. I guess like Upper PK Trophy, right? These cards just suck. They might bring in... I guess they might bring in Leyline for me, though, which means that Trophy might be important. Upper PK, less so. This seems pretty reasonable. Does this card do anything? This card cannot do anything for me, right? Each player sacks 2 creatures? Yeah, that doesn't seem very effective against Hogak either. Too many cards to cut. Last Hope kills Stitcher's Suppliers, which just like is not very good at all. This card has to be a cut though. Like we're gonna Burp Decay and Alter, but that doesn't seem good. We're gonna Burp Decay our own Veteran Explorer, which is like extremely niche. Maybe we can board in like a Karn target. Maybe we like board in this Ballista. It can break bridges and stuff. You can play it early, and like we're never wishing for it because we're gonna be aggressively wishing for like Tormod's Crypt and like Ensnaring Bridge and Lattice and stuff. I think we can afford to bring in this Ballista. This looks okay. Yeah, I'm into this. But yeah, definitely should have sacked the Rector. The first Rector, I needed to sack it to the E-Leap and not use the Therapy that turn. I totally blanked on Ugin killing my sack outlet, and I could have had the Therapy for the following Rector instead of like top decking that second E-Leap like a complete luck sack. All right, well this seems like a snap keep. We have a Leyline for them to deal with and like a serviceable hand afterwards. Snap this one off. Nice. This one gets a screenshot. Maybe we only screenshot like the center bit. Let me just screenshot this. God, I'm not used to this gigantic this gigantic display. Might have not boarded in Leyline answers. And then they're just like, well, I'm just into this. All right. All right. We are now 2-0 with Karn Arena Rector fit. 2040. Getting them good. That Hogak matchup was certainly pretty tight. Honestly, that seems okay. Don't have an outlet, but we have access to two different vets, which ramps us pretty high. We do have two basics, and we're gonna like actually, maybe we don't fetch the third one. It's like really scary though. I guess we don't have to necessarily green sun for the second vet here. We're gonna have three basics. We only have 6 in the deck, so it's 3, 4, 5. We could just like get a Dryad Arbor on turn 1. Regardless, I think this hand is a keep. Plateau, Aether Vial, Goblins, green or red, white D&T. Well, not a great draw. I think I just want to ramp pretty heavily though. I don't hate just grabbing Arbor here. Second green sun can go find. Might actually want to save one of these green suns for a Knight of Autumn, actually. But if I'm turn 2 Abrupt Decaying, I'm pretty interested in getting a Dryad Painter featuring File. Alright. I think against any Plateau Aether Vial decks, I think I just want to get basic Forest here. Pretty interested in Dryad Arbor, especially because we don't really have an outlet for a Veteran Explorer. I guess we could Decay our own Explorer. This Decay also does have Aether Vials number, so I guess we don't necessarily need to green sun for a Knight of Autumn. But yeah, this hand, at this point, we just want to hit a bunch of land drops and cast, like, obscene spells. Yeah, this looks like the 4-color Goblins deck, then, that Lackey's been messing with. Oh, wow, that's a real rude opponent. I'm just gonna play Swamp and say go. If they have a Lackey, we decay the Lackey. If they don't, we decay the Vial in their upkeep. Pretty far away from doing anything, but hopefully our opponent is too. Yeah, if they're missing a land drop here, that's very nice. That's very good for me. Wow, Crater Maker's so good against my hand. We can always just like plow it if we really need to. But that's just really funny. Maybe we actually. How many basics does the 4-color Goblins deck play? Because like we can green sun for a vet and have a plow. But how much do I want to give my opponent lands here? How many lands would we be at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd be really close. It's probably worth it. Our hand is like so bananas busted. We can plow this Crater Maker too, so like we can just Karn their shit into Ugin their shit. Like they're pretty soft to Ugin. We also don't need to block with our vet necessarily. We're also running out of basics really fast. I don't need to plow this yet. If they want to like pop my vet with it, like that's perfectly fine. Well, we might want to save this plow for something that actually has more text. Like, I don't know, some big scary thing like a Kranko or some nonsense. Explore to give them lands, Karn to take them away. Something like that. The old 1-2 punch. Like, if they attack, we can just block. And then if they play a big thing, we can plow it. If not, we can, like, plow the Crater Maker. We also we can't cast Karn or Ugin next turn anyway, regardless of where our top deck is. Assuming our vet dies, because then we'll have 5 lands in play, and, like, we'll play our 6th mana source. If we, like, untap with the vet, we can potentially top deck Tower. If they attack, I might just take it. If they don't attack. They don't want to activate my vet. Neat. We'll just wait, I think. Since we can't... if we actually get the Arena Rector, we can't even get a Colorless Planeswalker anyway. Because they're all in our hand, so... We're not terribly concerned about this Crater Maker. This actually sucks, because we have 4 basics. The second vet actually doesn't do anything. I'll play it out, but... I can't imagine that the 4-color Goblins deck has, like, more than 2 basics in it, right? That just seems, like, obscene. No, I have no idea what these mana bases actually look like, but... I wonder if 6 is too little basics. Why is this deck playing 2 Cavern of Souls? I guess, like, to cast your Arena Rectors versus, like, the slow matchups, maybe? I don't know. My opponent also, notably, does not know that we only have 6 basics in our deck. Which is certainly a solid plan. Are they gonna kill a vet? Sure. They just want the mana on their turn? But they could have just attacked, right? And then gotten the mana on their second main. They could also choose not to deal the damage here, but I feel like that's a bad use of the Munitions Expert. I wonder if I don't know, I can't choose to not have the ability happen. I can just choose not to search, so there's no point. Okay. Yeah, it seems like a not very useful Munitions Expert. If they're trying to stall me on land drops, but, like, they're also missing land drops. Here comes Matron or something. Chieftain. We can plow that. If they try to, like, punch me. Yeah, if they just send the squad, we can just plow the Chieftain and trade off with the munitions experts. Kapow. Could also just double block the Goblin Crater Maker. That's, like, probably actually better. Considering our hand of, like, all colorless cards. Like, we could like play the Karn and, like, force them to Crater Maker, right? Because it'd go down to 3. I mean, we're not playing it unless we top deck a land. But if we top deck a land, then this is a toughie. Like, we draw the Karn one of their lands. They can like pop it with Crater Maker, but then we trade those 2. If we kill the Crater Maker, they can't necessarily kill it when we minus. Yeah, we'll kill the Crater Maker. Although we're probably also not popping lands, depending on how many they get off of these vets. It's a little bit tricky. Oh yeah, double block might not clear both vets if they're a coward. That's accurate. I'd be down for that. Nope. Well, let's play the get a bunch of lands game. Unfortunately, we only have 2 more. So we drew mono basics. Oh, they have 0 basics? I guess that tracks why they weren't getting any. They really didn't want to kill my vets. They just have none. That's pretty amazing. Well, let's rip a land here. Yeah, I'll take it. Really wish I had a Veteran Explorer so I could make 8 mana to Dugan them, but I'll accept Karn. Maybe I just plus this Karn. They have 3 cards in hand. This thing goes up to 10. 10's so much loyalty. They would have to have another Crater Maker. And then after that, we still can like follow up with Ugin. Getcha. Even if they have like another Chieftain, like it only takes 6, and then we can like kill the Chieftain or draw a land, just kill everything, and just keep plusing the Karn. Murder them. They take a 3rd Munitions Expert. The other 2 cards must be pretty decent. Munitions Expert deals 3 to Planeswalkers, which is pretty big game. I mean, it only puts the card down to like 5 as the board currently sits, but you could have like Crater Maker, just pop it. But then again, we'd have the Ugin follow up. Yep. Then they'll have the 3rd Crater Maker, and I'll just be really sad. I think Karn taking out the Munitions Expert is better than like popping a land. I guess popping a land did protect it from potentially getting cratered that turn, though. Nice. We're just gonna plus it on a Munitions Expert. I don't think -2ing it really does anything. If they don't have a 3rd Crater Maker, we're in business. If they do have a 3rd Crater Maker, we're in danger. Because danger is probably the wrong word. They'll have 2 cards left in hand, and we have a bunch of mana. I just need to like top deck something. Well, that's a little bit untimely. We don't need to cast 8 drops anymore. What's this? Ringleader, sure. Does stall them for time and maybe find them. Mariner, Fanatic, another Ringleader. Sugan's gonna take a couple knocks, but it's gonna take quite a bit. There's no way they just go face. It's like crazy, right? Wow. Just going face? That seems insane. We're just gonna pop the Ringleader with this Ugin. Call it a day. That's a pretty good draw. Alright, well, we probably win if my opponent can't find Crater Maker here. But the deed really sets them back quite a ways. Ugh. We don't even need to ult the Ugin this turn. Like, if they attack the Munitions, send the Munitions Expert at the Ugin or something, and, like, Fanatic to put the Ugin to 9. Like, if they cast Ringleader, I'll pop the deed, because they can't follow it up with, like, putting the Ugin down to less than 11. Although, I guess if we ult the Ugin, it goes to 1, and they can at least just Fanatic it that turn anyway. But if they just send it here, I'm fine with just leaving the deed in play. Yeah, this is fine. So now they have to Fanatic it if they don't want it to ult. And proactive Fanatic is just, like, horrendous for them. Because then we just get to, like, plus it again. Just kill more of their shit. But they could just, like, Mariner plus Fanatic or something. Yep. That doesn't let them cast Mariner. Yep. I feel like they should have tapped that differently. Maybe they're scared of me just minus 2ing? Probably would have just plus to kill the Mariner, though. Oh, that's not a good draw. No, I'll just plus kill the Expert. Maybe they just, like, wanted to guarantee that they stall Dugan for a turn to, like, get one more chance at top decking a 3rd Creator Maker. Not guarantee, but, like, force me to have a really bad deed if I really wanted to ult Dugan. So we're just ringleadering. I might pop this deed. I probably pop this deed here, depending on what the ringleader hits. Matron, Lackey, Matron. So their hand is Matron, Lackey, Matron, Mariner. So they actually can't clear the Ugin with their current hand. Oh no, they have like some unknowns. Wait, they're just going after my face? Okay, deal. That seems really loose, but okay. I guess I'll just ult this Ugin and keep my deed. And also, like, just gain 7 life. Two, three, 4, 5. Seems pretty good. Just lattice them. Solid plan. Deed lattice, that notable combo that blows up all the lands. Which doesn't really matter if you have Karn, but if they kill your Karn, Deed lattice is like an actual thing to be aware of. But yeah, they're just super fucking dead. I'll take it. Sideboarding, I think this is just another matchup where we're just running back to 60. Obviously, Leyline and Carpet are a joke. I just still don't understand why this Gideon of the Trials is in the sideboard. There's just some combo matchup I'm missing that, like, gets iced by sideboard Gideon of the Trials. I can't figure it out. And the main deck has enough good cards that, like, I don't think we need to, like, board in anything here. Saw Enchanted Evening versus D last night at Commander Save Interaction. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Not something I realized until, like, the second I was casting it. And I was like, oh, I can... Well, they have the one creature in play, but we can pop the deed to clear the ringleader. But I was like, that actually clears all the lands, too. Not that that matters. We also could have just, like, blocked it. Because we had that 1-1 and that 2-1 in play. They were super dead. What am I supposed to be expecting out of the sideboard? Graveyard hate of some sort? But, like, Goblins doesn't play Leyline, right? They usually play, like, Relic. Does Goblins even play Surgical? They usually play, like, Relic of Progenitus and Grafdigger's Cage and stuff, right? Relic is a little bit clunkier. It can stop Rector if they look up mana. Cannot stop Vet, though. Anyway, I think I'm just running this back. What haven't we done yet with this deck? We haven't actually drawn these Cavern Souls ever, but I don't think they matter. Like, I think they're, like, actively not very good in this deck, right? They seem really weak. You just put it on a human and make your vets and your arena rectors uncoverable. That seems really loose, especially playing 2 of them, and we only have 6 basics. I feel like we could just be playing more basics, right? I just don't like them, but they're probably, like, kind of a necessity versus The slow blue matchups where you just like want your Arena Rector to be uncounterable, and then you like just sack it to a therapy or something. But I feel like those are traditionally the matchups where like you just beat the shit out of them anyway, right? Like Nick just like makes a million mana. I guess like his hand is pretty good. Redirector's just like good sitting in play and like blocking their shit. They can't exile it, and like we talked about, a lot of their graveyard hate doesn't really interact with it super well. And we know they have 0 basics, so let's just turn 1 vet can ramp us into a Redirector or prevent a lot of damage from them like punching me a bunch. Opponent almost a 6. Question is, am I like fetch? I think I might just use this Cavern. I don't think I want to fetch. I don't want to fetch basics. Because they are a Wastelandish deck, but... Lackey? Alright, well, we'll vet. If they clear it, we ramp into our Rector and they hit us with a Lackey, but there's not a lot else we can do. Unless we top deck, like, Plow here. Sure. So, the only way they clear the vet is Munitions Expert, and then I'll tap them out, so they can't Wasteland me. So we would hit 4 mana, and we'd be able to Karn our Arena Rector. So this Cavern on Human is fine. Wait, Veteran Explorer is a Soldier and a Scout? How much fucking sense does that make? Why does he get 2 jobs? Ha, uncounterable. Beat that. That's what happens when you're a veteran. Well, you got me there. That's actually that's pretty. But like, explorers aren't really soldiers, right? Yeah, we're running with Wasteland here. More lackeys. That's scary. Probably just actually. This actually sucks. They can connect with a lackey next turn. If we don't draw stuff, something. Because we can't play the Arbor to block because they have a Wasteland. We draw a removal spell. Nice. Yeah, I'll play Verdant Catacombs and say go. Kind of sucks that we have to fetch like a white thing that can get Wastelanded here, and that actually, well, it doesn't put us off of the Ring Rector, and we have this vet. We're probably fine mana-wise. Human Conquistador. Yeah, what isn't there like? Yeah, Legion Conquistador. What type is that? Is that a soldier? Vampire soldier? Maybe that's fair. Oh, 2 Wastelands. That's certainly threatening. But now they're tempted to attack with both. Because I have to have exactly... Ooh. They're playing around me having a 1 mana removal spell here? Sure. I'm gonna play the Dried Arbor, try to beat the other Wasteland too, just like not fetch here. We don't need to cast the Plow right now, we're not doing anything. A Deed. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Arbor to try to beat the other Wasteland. More Wastelands. Stop it, opponent. Still no attacks. Wonder if they do. They have 2 Garbage hand. Maybe they just like don't have a good Goblin to play, rather than like playing around me having another removal spell here. But yeah, we still can't cast this Deed next turn. So I don't think I'm casting this Plow. I think I'm still just sitting on it. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's just fetch basics if we want to now into this Wasteland. Obviously, we ran into the problem of like running out of basics, but our hand is a lot less mana intensive this time, and also they have Wasteland sitting in play. So I'd like to be able to cast my spells. It all depends on what happens to this Veteran Explorer. Like if they have a War Chief here, it's a little problematic. I guess we just chump block a lackey. They don't have one card in hand, so maybe we just plow the War Chief and trade with a lackey and get hit once. They'd have one card in hand if they War Chiefed me. And then we just ramp up into like Liliana Dreadhorde General and kill their shit. Like Karn them. They die a million ways. Yeah, that'd be a good exchange of resources. They War Chiefed me. We plow the War Chief, trade with a lackey, and play Liliana. I guess we wouldn't be there, right? We'd be 1 mana away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we couldn't do Liliana, but we could do like Karn lock out the Vial, or just like cast Arena Rector, or like deed the Vial and the Goblin. I think I am casting the Plow this turn because I want to cast Deed next turn. Because we can deed our Veteran if we need to. Really want them to just attack me. So I can just trade off this Veteran Explorer. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Block. Fetch basic planes. Cast Swords to Plowshares on the unblocked lackey. I wonder what the Karn does here, if we're playing Karn. Depends on, I guess, what they do here. They cast something scary, maybe we just cast Rector as another big blocker. Try to get to Liliana. Oh man, if they have creatures and we Liliana minus with a Rector in play, each player sacks 2 creatures. Oh wow, they're circling. Wait, this doesn't work. That's not how Veteran Explorer works, opponent. Right? This thing doesn't have to exile itself. It's not Arena Rector. It died already, so we're gonna get the basic lands. Deal. Surgical Extraction was not a card that was on my mind, but I'll take it. They have 1 card in hand, so it seems like we're just slamming Karn here. God, they're gonna miss the one in the graveyard too. Just like, okay, they didn't, but it still doesn't work. I will elect to search for 2 lands anyway. Deal. Tower. Gets me to Liliana next turn. But I think I'm game for just this Karn while they have 1 card in hand. Ices this Aether Vial. Maybe we just get Lattice. Maybe I just plus it. We do a lot of things. I think plussing is pretty safe. Could just deed too. Yeah, I don't like deeding. I think it was between a Rector or Karn. I guess minusing or plussing is bad if they have a Crater Maker. Whereas if I like go get Lattice, we still have like the deed wombo combo. they just cast like cast something without haste, they're just super dead. If they cast a what's it called? Yeah, ringleader then. Oh, they hit Crater Maker, War Chief Matron. We're gonna have to figure out what we're doing here. I guess we just lattice them, right? Wait, no. The Karn goes to 4, then to 2, so we can't lattice. Gotta figure out what to go grab here. And we can't just Liliana them, which is just very good. Well, that's pretty good too. So they don't actually have a 4-drop in hand, and their Vial's on 4. Which means if they spend their whole turn Crater Makering my Karn, they still can't, like, add more to the board. I tilted to put in a Trias because they didn't exile a card to the target from my graveyard with a Surgical, and I called a Judge. We don't need to call a Judge, then, right? You just, like, let them not exile the card from my graveyard. Like, they're allowed to do that. Just, like, let it happen and just crush their soul. Anyway, yeah, if we just minus end lattice... That's not good. We just Lily plus. It's like Tower fetch, Lily plus, Karn plus, say go. Oh, they wanted to take it back. Okay, yeah, then you call a Judge. For a second there, I thought I didn't have the mana to cast Liliana. I think I'm just gonna plus make a zombie and plus this Karn. Oh, we had minus, get the Ballista, cast it for 0 to draw a card. Synergy. Now we're just gonna plus it. Make a Zombo. I guess actually no, we don't want to plus this Karn, right? Because it's gonna get cratered. Maybe we just go get, like, Needle for the Vial. Maybe we just go get Lattice because we have this other Karn. We get, like, Explosives for, like, the Vial. We have a lot of things we could do. We don't care about the Vial. We have a second Karn. Because we just go get, like, Ballista. Get the Lattice. It's an option. We have the Deed and stuff, too. I think we are just, like, super, super dead, though. They could draw Munitions Expert. Why'd they take their Vial to 5? Whatever. Munitions Expert, the zombie, attack the Karn, kill it. They still can't do anything. They would need to have, like, a land, and then cast Matron, leave their Vial on 4, go get, like, another Ringleader. And then they're still just, like, dying to this Deed. I don't think any of that matters. They could also technically wasteland me off of Lattice mana right now. Well, I guess minusing this card means that we can't Lattice next turn, so maybe getting Lattice is the right call, right? Because now we can't Lattice them the following turn. It's like viable card. Yeah, I was thinking they had to kill the Karn. They need to like clear this zombie, and then we draw a card, and then like kill the Karn, and then do a bunch of other shit. I guess they could War Chief the Karn, right? Sure, Matron. What are you Matroning for? They also just take their Vial up to 5 for no reason, so this thing like doesn't do anything, right? Okay, we Lattice next turn, because our Karn just dies. Right? Our Karn just going to -2 and kill itself. Liliana, what is... Like, our Karn dies and we no longer lock them out with Lattice, is my point. Which is why I should have grabbed it instead of Ballista here, but whatever. I'll draw a card. Yeah, the Karn's at 2. I should have gotten a Lattice. I forgot that minusing the Karn for just a random value thing, expecting to get Crater Maked we can just, like, murder them with, like, an Ugin. And they have a Crater Maker still. I mean, they're super dead, whatever I really do here. All roads lead to Rome, etc., etc. Make a zombie, whatever. Just, like, cast an Arena Rector plus the Karn. Say go. I guess we could just sack it for, like, something. I don't... There's no other Planeswalkers I want. Like, everything dies to this Crater Maker. We could just, like, get a card liberated or something. Cast Ring or Rector before using Liliana was an option. And then what, like, minus? We can just tower our Rector. I might just tower my Rector and, like, cast Deed. Probably want to stack these in the opposite order, right? So I don't accidentally draw whatever Planeswalker I want to go get. You just get, like, Last Hope. Just kill this Matron. You could just get Karn Liberated plus it. Nissa Vital Force. Like, all these are just options. They're so dead. They have Crater Maker, Matron, War Chief, Ringleader as their hand. Yeah, just take game actions. Yeah, I'm just sitting here dirtling for no reason when they're just beyond dead. Just exile a card from their hand. Why the fuck not? Just play like a 2/2 Ballista. Can I play a land this turn? I think I can. Cast a 2/2 Ballista here. Like, they have to spend their whole turn Crater Making the Karn liberated, and then we just, like, Lattice Lock them. Then they die. All roads lead to Rome. Our hand is gas, our board is gas, our opponent is dead. Taking random game actions until they concede. They can only do one thing here still. Between War Chief, Ringleader, or Crater Maker plus Activate. Like we're, yeah, they're Crater Makering big Karn here, which is fine, then they get latticed. Yeah, sure, whatever. Random game actions. This Lily's gonna, like, ult the following turn, too. I almost just grabbed that Last Hope last turn. But I really wanted them to incentivize them to use their Crater Maker on not my Karn Liberated, or on not my Great Crater, just so I could, like, just kill them next turn. So I just made a big scary colorless thing that they needed to Crater Make. Opponent randomly surgicaling my Veteran Explorer to not their benefit. Probably didn't end up mattering, really, because we only got the Arena Rector trigger when, like, the game was already over. But certainly take it. Also, that game could have been over, like, 2 turns sooner, or I guess 1 turn sooner if I just minused. If I had minus to get the lattice, then I forced them to Crater make the Karn or they die. But if they don't Crater make... So then they would Crater make the Karn, but then they're just... Then we have, like, the second Karn, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. All roads led to Rome. They were, like, on a 0% to win that game. So far, our Nick Fit plan is working out of never play against combo. It's usually what you want to be doing when you play Nick Fit. I guess maybe the Caverns are more for, like, Delver than the slow blue matchups, right? Because resolving, especially game 1, if you just, like, resolve an Arena Rector, then that's probably, like, pretty game-winning. Because before they have, like, surgicals and stuff, so you just, like, play it when you have the 3 other mana, so you can cast your Arena Rector. And then post-board, obviously, you need to play around, like, Surgical Extraction, but... Because Delver doesn't have any exile, like, the big thing you want to do with Arena Rector is just get it into play, because then it just serves as a moat. Or they just, like, can't attack with, like, their Tarmogoyfs or whatever, because you just put your Arena Rector in front of it, go get Nugan, and they die. I guess that could make sense why there are Caverns in this deck. Also makes your vets uncounterable if you want to, like, play turn 1 vet and not get it dazed or whatever, because they don't have any basics, so, like, Veteran Explorer is, like, a pretty decent moat, too. Still have not put together the logic on the getting of the trials on the sideboard, but everything else seems pretty solid. I dig it. I dig a lot of it. First time casting Veteran Explorers, and we're 3-0-6-0 so far. Pretty nice. Waiting for opponents. Come on. Been 4 minutes. I'm not that entertaining. I can't think of things to talk about. How's everyone's weekend going? Or start of the weekend, I guess. I'm ready to do fuck all for 2 days. There we go. Oh, it's Arkin. I don't know if he's probably streaming, right? Sand seems pretty solid. We have therapy. Oh, no, we don't actually have therapy. Shit, hang on. Hang on, I need to reevaluate this hand. I think it's still a keep, but it's a lot worse now because we can't guess this. If we had a black source, this hand's nuts because we therapy on 1 into Green Sun for vet and, like, sack it on 2. But I think this hand's still a keep just because we can Green Sun for vet. How many Black Swords do we have in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 13 plus 2 towers. Sand feels like a keep. We're like one line away from just casting a Rector too. I'm no Nick Fit expert, but this has a lot of the tools we need to win the game. What is... I don't know. It's hard to like nail down what Arkin plays, because Arkin plays like a lot of random bullshit, so... Like, if we're playing against Delver, I hate this hand a lot more, because we're just gonna get eaten alive by like days and shit, but if he's playing some like random nonsense, this hand is pretty solid. We have like, we really want to cast this therapy by turn 3, because if we cast the therapy turn 3, then we can Rector sack turn 4. It's kind of late, you could be on Dredge already. Oh yeah, he always just like plays Dredge to end it. This hand is not very good against Dredge, but we don't really have a good plan against Dredge other than like get Karn as fast as possible and crypt them. So I think this hand's like fine. We could potentially like block with a vet therapy, something, cast a Rector, sack it, go get like Ugin. Although Ugin's bad against Icarid. Depends on what the board state looks like in Graveyard. That's if he's on Dredge. I don't know what he's doing though. Arkin, you only have like 2 minutes, bud. Did they change the rule yet? I saw that they tweeted out that they were changing from 5-minute inactivity timer to 8. Yeah, Bridge might be a game 1 lock. Something going on the stream. I don't know what's happening over there. Yeah, lately the Dredge builds don't really have an answer to Bridge game 1, I don't think. As long as you can like stay empty-handed, which I guess this hand actually like, can't really stay empty-handed currently. But we get down to like 1 card pretty easily, which is like just the Liliana. By the time we get like Karn Bridge. And like Karn Crypt is obviously what you'd want to do initially. Dredge can still play through a Lattice Lock. That is accurate. We played pretty well through it. Post board. Oh, we're in Serum Powdered? Oh, are we playing Turbo Forge? Oh yeah, this is Turbo Forge. Well, we have Karns in our deck, and this deck can't beat Karns. That's pretty good for us, I guess. Fortunately, our hand just like makes a pretty slow Karn. Because we haven't even chosen if we want to mulligan, but I think the answer is no. Problem is that there's definitely no way our vet's dying, because he's just going to combo out. Kept 7 too, that's terrifying. But I think we just need to rip a Black Source though, and just like explode really fast. So I think it stands a keep. Kind of want to go get... Although we can get a Knight of Autumn too, notably. Senseless card on card. I was thinking about getting a Dryad Arbor here. It just ramps us into casting this Rector, since our vets are hard to activate. And by the time we can activate a vet, we're probably just casting Rector anyway. So I kind of want to just get Dryad Arbor here. Ramp us into potentially green something for Knight of Autumn as well. I don't think the Veteran Explorer matters a whole lot here. Well, there's a Veteran Explorer anyway for our troubles. It looks like he kept a slow 7. We're going to be able to pop the Forge next turn. This turn, I guess we just cast a Veteran Explorer, so like punch him for 1 Seiko. Fortunately, still no way to kill our own Rector here. But being able to pop up Forge seems like a pretty big deal here. We have a merry band of idiots to like attack a Karn at least. So hopefully this is just like a Forge turn and it doesn't go like super wild. And we can blow it up. This feels like it's a Forge coming up here. Doesn't have that much mana though. It's a Karn. Okay, that's certainly concerning. Karn is scary. Maybe we can just punch it down to 1, right? We get a key that's so much mana. Woof. Are we Karning and Forging this turn or something? We are, okay. Well, we can blow up the Forge and put the Karn to 1, so that's pretty good. But he has like 9,000 mana. Like, fair for another Forge. We just need to get Rector for our Karn as soon as possible, or just like top deck a Karn and just kill him. And his cat. No, the cats were in here a little bit ago, being like general terrors, but none of them. They haven't been on stream. All right, Swamp's good, which means because it means we can make a Karn next turn, not this turn. Wait, can we? No, because this is our sack outlet. But Swamp means that we can make a Karn next turn, so this turn we can just pop the Forge. Like, hope that's good enough. Pop the Forge, attack the Karn down to 1. Oh no, we can only attack it down to 2, which kind of sucks, because they can Wish again. But then after that, then hopefully we have enough to just like Karn kill them. I think of a reason that like playing Swamp here is like good or bad. I don't think it matters. Hero Rector is usable in Legacy as Academy Rector. Academy Rector is like generally the more played Nick Fit deck than Arena Rector Fit. Sometimes they're played in the same deck. Grab the old Knight of Autumn. Destroy the Mystic Forge. Attack Karn. And then next turn we have Therapy, Rector Therapy for Karn, and that should be game. So it's like $50, right? Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, it's also Academy Rector's reserve list. So we can wish for another thing, but he can't wish for a Forge. This guy plays 4 Forge main, I'm pretty sure. And he didn't exile a Forge to that Serum Powder. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he could sack Fair for Forge, play Forge here. Also minus Karn for something in the interim. But like that usually means we're not dying because we just like Karn him, and then they can't beat Karn pre-board. They're just actually cold to it. Their only win con pre-board is generally activating Karn, like making an obscenely big ballista. And then obviously, if you can't activate any of your artifacts, you just die. Because the ballista doesn't do anything, none of your artifacts do anything. Ugin is probably coming out in this matchup, I would say. What are we boarding in? What's our sideboard? Wow, we have like nothing to bring in here. Huh. These cards all kind of suck. Maybe we board in the Chalice to like cast our Singleton Chalice on 0. Because like if we play Karn, then what do we? I don't know. I don't know. Board in the Gideon. It attacks. I have no idea. I mean, Gideon's better than Ugin here, probably. Did I miscount mana? Oh no, he tapped the Crystal Vein for mana. He didn't sack it. He bridged. I still kill the Karn unless their last card is something that can play here. I should attack the Karn first. Because I don't want to accidentally hit with this Cabal Therapy, right? But I don't think it really matters here. I think they're pretty dead. Oh no, I can't attack with the Dryad Arbor because I need it for mana. Duh, I keep forgetting that. Could like explicitly not hit, but attack. Therapy you, name. What could they possibly have in hand? Karn Great Creator. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm casting this again. Serum Imperator, sure. I kind of want to leave the Serum Powder in their hand. Yeah, he just concedes. Yeah, these decks are cold too. Oh god. Moto, calm down. Moto. I'm gonna name Abandon Hope. Alright, what the fuck am I boarding in? This Ugin has to be worse than something. I think no, these plows also suck. We have to board out like 3 cards here. Because these cards are like all completely unplayable. Everything else is like okay at least. Abrupt Decay, not great, but like there are targets. We might have to board in this Gideon because it attacks. I think we're boarding in this Chalice. So what do we want to do with our card when we get it in play? We want to like grab Needle, right? And Needle either Ratchet Bomb or like Needle Ratchet Bomb, because that's usually their answer to stuff like Karn, right? They have Ratchet Bomb to blow up like Pithing Needles or Revokers that they can't beat. That's being serious. Yeah, I mean we might need to board in this Gideon because it's better than Swords of Plowshares or Ugin's ult is pretty good. Like if we get there, it might be better than like a random shitty artifact that's just like a win con, right? You ult the Ugin and they just fucking die. Like what card would we board in here that's like any good? This Explosives maybe? Like maybe that's the play. Maybe this is the strat. Retro answering Karn. Oh yeah, my bad. That's not smart. How do they beat Karn with this deck? They just attack it? I was thinking Ratchet Bomb answer is like the Pithing Needle and stuff. You need a Needle Karn and maybe Blast. Yeah, what do they do to beat like Karn or Null Rod or Collector Oath? Don't actually know. They might just be like fucking cold to them. In which case we just play the Karn and we win, right? This sideboard plan seems okay. Explosives and Chalice like have some amount of text. Like if we're casting an Ugin, we could just cast a Chalice for 4 instead, and Chalice for 4 also just kills them, right? They can't cast Forge or Karn. Whatever. I think these are like the least important cards in the deck. This hand's pretty good. We don't have turn 2 Knight of Autumn. Yeah, they're called to Karn being revoked in game 1, or Needled, or Spyglass, or whatever. And then they're super still cold to like Null Rod and shit. Wow, going deep with these serum powders. But kept a 7. Am I keeping the 7? We have a Knight of Autumn. We don't have anything after that. We just have a bunch of mana, right? Like, Knight of Autumn's good, but I don't know if it's, like, that good, right? I guess we're just, like, we can top deck almost anything, and, like, any relevant spell is live, right, after that. We have so many hits between just, like, an Arena Rector, drawing a Karn. I guess Green Sun's a bad draw, but like Assassin's Trophies, like other Karns, just like spells. Do we still have a Lily out of the last opener deck? We do. Fuck. That was probably worse than Ugin. Ugin's a better clock. Do I keep this hand? Man, this hand feels really greedy. Oh, he did mold a 6. I didn't see that. So he's going all the way down. Does have a Mystic Forge in the exile pool, though, for Karn Wish purposes, notably. Kept a 6. Sure. Kind of hoping he Chalice on one to me, and we could just go Cavern on Human, Veteran Explorer, getcha. Trophy's a nice pickup. Now we have Trophy for the first payoff spell, and like Knight for the second one. So we can like Trophy a Karn and Knight of Autumn Mystic Forge, ideally. Fortunately, oh no, Tower does let us turn to Knight of Autumn. I'm a fucking idiot. Because we just get 2 basics off the Veteran Explorer. We don't need the other mana. God, I don't know any of these I don't know how any of my cards work. So we just Knight this Forge. Hopefully they don't go like too crazy here. It's a lot of mana. They could also play like a Karn here. Uh-oh. Alright, well, this could go poorly. Nothing I really could have done about this one. Paradox Engine really lets them like just slam their foot on the gas pedal. We just need them to hit like 2 lands in a row or something. Some crazy amount. Problem is that them hitting 2 lands in a row is really hard because they get like 2 Mystic Forge activations. Mill the land, untap the Forge, mill the other land. So it needs to be like 3 or something. 3 lands. Nothing I can do about this. Second Forge. Alright, that's very bad for me. We can technically beat both Forges, I think, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can Knight plus Assassin's Trophy 2 Forges, assuming, like, he bricks eventually. Not looking like it, though. Third Mystic Forge. Alright, we're probably dead now. It's got 31 mana. Just need to, like, find a Karn. Ding. Alright, get this last up out of here. Forgot about that one. Maybe we board in this Needle. I think just getting the card into play is like already game winning. Maybe we just also want this needle. Just, like, more things that interact with what he's doing. Because you can just, like, needle Karn Great Creator, and then that, like, shuts off a ton of win cons. Or needle, Mystic Forge and prevent, like, going, like, infinite like that with Paradox Engine. I think that's probably fine. All these other cards are fine. I mean, this card sucks, but it's better than, like, Ugin and stuff, I think. I'm not positive. There's a chance it might just actually be worse than, like, an Ugin or something, but we will hit submit on this one. I would love to play first. This hand has turn 3 Knight of Autumn, and nothing else really going for it. Maybe this Gideon of the Trials. I think I can ship this. This one does not actually have turn 2 Knight of Autumn. Or the other one did. I'm dumb. But this one has to, like... I guess we do have turn 2 Knight of Autumn, right? Because we get Green Sun for Dryad Arbor. And just, like, 1, 2, 3 of, like, 4 mana, which is all that matters. Am I supposed to mulligan hard for, like, more relevant action, though? Like, Cabal Therapy is good. Karn Great Creator obviously is good. Tower Sea's playing Legacy. Only in the same decks that are playing, like, Rectors and Veteran Explorers. I think this is a mulligan. Ooh, Chalice and Therapy. And Vet. This hand's gas. I'm keeping this. And Trophy. We're just gonna put this Gideon at the bottom. This fucking useless card. Yeah, it did bring in a Ballista, but it's exiled now, notably. I've only ever seen it play a Commander pretty much every black deck ever. Well, Nick Fit is basically playing Commander in Legacy, so that tracks. So we're going to cast Therapy on them, and probably Chalice on 0, depending on what we see. 2 Mystic Forges in exile, too. Nice. Am I going to name Mystic Forge with this Therapy still? Two of them are down, but 1 Karn is down. We could name Karn Great Creator, since statistically they're more likely to have a Karn in hand than a Mystic Forge. We have Trophy to, like, clean up the one that we miss anyway, but... I think I'm supposed to name Karn. Yep. Ding dong. So their hand is City, Inventor's Fair, Key, Monolith, Serum Powder. So we don't really want to Chalice on 0 right now. We could, like, Chalice on 1 and turn off the keys, but it turns off our Vet, too. Maybe we still want to Chalice on... We don't need a Chalice on 0 yet, though. I'll leave myself the option. He's probably going to go, like, City, Monolith, Key, though, anyway, right? Oh, no. Opal, we got punished. Probably should have played it on 0. I just realized that he was probably just going to spew his whole hand, and that, we should have chaliced the Opal, at least. Zenith is nice. So we can't Therapy anything unless we just want to get lands. They have an Adventurous Fair and 9 million mana. We can pop the Grim Monolith with the Trophy if we want. How much mana do they have after that? 1, 2, 3, 4? It's not that bad. Popping the Grim Monolith feels like a bad use of my resources, though. They're gonna Fair for a Forge anyway, but then we can blow up the Forge, and we have, like, Zenith to kill another Forge. Am I supposed to play this Chalice on 0? Yeah, I fucked up. I definitely need to play this Chalice. I didn't see the the very on the table city model of Kiki line. A good chalice on 1 here. Is that what we want to do? Do we want to just hold this chalice and chalice in like a big number? Probably not. Chalice on 0 plus trophy is probably fine. We have the ability to green sun for a Knight of Autumn as well. We should like find a Karn or a Rector. He has Rector plus outlet. Wow, they're making a lot of mana. It's quite terrifying. Please stop. Okay, they're just doing this ahead of time. Sack the fair. Go get the forge. But we have trophy for it. I really want to be able to green sun it, but he might just go too crazy. Like, we could just trophy it right now, but I want to sorcery speed it so we can have the instant speed removal for something else. But I think he has too much like floating mana and stuff. I just don't want to let him dig super deep. Exiles another chalice off the top. So that bricks him pretty bad. We just need to find something to do. Fetch a Dryad Arbor. Maybe we do just want to pop this Grim Monolith, right? Puts him just down to 2 mana. Yeah, probably. This does put him down a ton of mana here. Fetch Dryad Arbor, get our beatdowns on. Alright, that does nothing. So we might as well cast it to get a Veteran Explorer. This deck does not have a robust Green Sun Zenith package. This is all the green creatures in the whole deck. Oh, that's mana. Needs to have like a Forge though to do anything crazy. No Teague. Yeah, this deck doesn't have like. I mean, Teague's probably not good in your 8 Planeswalker deck, 7 of which get cut off. Okay, Karn's pretty bad. So Karn can actually just wish for a Forge right here, but then we can at least clear the Karn. Ooh, kills the Chalice. Fuck! Can we stop drawing these? I guess he can just. The Karn takes 4 and still gets to kill itself for a Forge after clearing the Chalice. That's probably pretty reasonable, actually. We just stopped drawing Green Sun Zeniths, or like had a valid thing to Green Sun Zenith for in our deck that wasn't just more Veteran Explorers. Because now he just wishes for Forge. We need to find a Karn. Rector is not even very good because we need to also find a sack outlet for it. We've at least like choked the mana production. I think Knight of Autumning the Monolith was correct. chokes them on mana and like presents a clock in a world where I'm just like desperately trying to draw something, which buys me a lot of time. Oh, well, now I feel like an idiot. We need a top deck Karn like now. Karn, Needle, other trophy. Evolutionary Leap would be really good. Nissa Vital Force? No, that only buys back permanents, I think. I guess I could buy back the Chalice, which is a nothing. But yeah, Teague does not seem like it excels in the deck with a bunch of Karns and Liliana, and like 6-mana Lilianas and Nissa and Ugin and Karn and stuff. Ah, fuck. Alright, yeah, we're just dead. Just had Engine and Forge. And 9,000 mana. Now we're just dead. That's one of the reasons I wanted to pop the Monolith, is because, like, letting him get Forge for, like, even one turn is really scary. And Knight of Autumn being, like, a sorcery speed answer to stuff like Forge. Yeah, this really sucks. That was the last... Wait, that was the last Karn in his deck, right? Oh, no, he has one more Karn in the deck. And the Walking Bliss is exiled. Wait, 1, 2, 3... You know, yeah, that's only 3 Karns. So we can Karn for the Ballista still. But yeah, I don't love the green. Green Sunset, it just feels like it's just 2-mana Veteran Explorers in this deck, which, like, sure. And your Karn sideboard does eat up a lot of your sideboard space for a possible, like, Green Sunset. But it definitely, like, doesn't feel good. They're 2 Forges? Yeah, there's, like, no way he bricks now, right? Exactly 1 Karn left in the deck. Even if it's the last card, like, just makes a Ballista and kills me. We had exactly enough damage to, like, put the Karn at 2 instead of 1. So he could wish for the Forge and kill me here. It sucks. Yeah, bringing in Thought-Knots makes sense against the Karn deck. I've seen them in sideboard. We will sit and wait for us to eventually die. Got that 4th card in there somewhere. Only has 10 cards left in the deck, so he's not gonna die from Mystic Forge activations. There it is. Dang. That was a close game. Had a lot of good top decks. Opponent did not have a lot of good top decks, but fortune did not favor us. Sand is risky because we have to fetch a Bayou, and if we get Wastelanded on turn 1, we just get fucked. What if I just fetch Bayou Therapy Force of Will or something? We're on the play. I think it stands a keep. Like, Force of Will is definitely a card we don't want to see. Because we also don't want to see, like, Daze, but there are more Force of Will decks than Daze decks. This looks like it could be a Hogak Depths start. Force of Will. What you got over there? Hey, we hit! Look at that! Haha! If only we didn't Brainstorm. They're 1 land, 2 double Brainstorm hand. Oh, it looks like we're just playing as like Miracles or Stoneblade. So now we vet therapy. We have a lot of things we do. Vet. Therapy you. So they're shuffling away these 2 cards. Good to know. I imagine they're shuffling away like... We want to name Brainstorm here, I think. Because either they shuffle away the Brainstorm with this trigger resolving, or we get to take the Brainstorm out of their hand. Other thing, we could name Jace because they're going to hit 2 land drops here. Forest. Forest Swamp, I think, because we might want to cast the second Therapy. I think I named Jace here. Oh, they're casting the other Brainstorm. Okay, that makes sense. So they kept the other Brainstorm to cast it to hide their good cards. So they're hiding Jace on top then, right? So maybe we name like Snapcaster Mage. And then if they have Jace, we can just cast the other Therapy. Wow. Third Brainstorm felt not super necessary, but okay. Snapcaster Mage. So they are just Miracles. So we hit the Snapcaster Mage. Nice. Their hand is Ponder, Predict, Plow, Force, Jace. They're probably going to counter this Therapy, but I'm still going to cast it. Oh, wow. I feel like I would have Force Willed that. We'd like, I guess we could have, if they forced, we could have Green Sun for 0 into Therapy the Jace away if we needed to. I guess maybe because they didn't force it because they knew they were going to have the 4th land there after like double Brainstorming. So we can just Green Sun Therapy them again. They'll probably force the Green Sun Zenith, but that's fine. Eats their Predict or whatever. We need to get through these 4 souls eventually anyway. Oh, they're going to cast and Predict and then force. That tracks. Another Jace, really? What are the last cards in their hand? Fortunately, we don't have anything we can do here. And getting that Green Sun Zenith countered sucked a lot. A 3rd Jace? Sure. I guess that makes sense. Certainly a reason to force pitch Jace is just like having your 3rd Jace. Actually perfect. I thought it was a meme. No, they play it in Miracles sometimes. But yeah, we can cast nothing. Let's Doesn't seem very good for us. Team split is not right. Team split is still incorrect. Probably dead here now. Oh, hang on. No. Turn off auto yields. Turn off auto yields. Turn off auto yields. I need to replicate this. Continue yielding. Draw like a white source and get Rector. They don't have like their third force. Draw a white source, we can Rector therapy. And then we're still in business, we can just go like Ugin. Gonna regret getting this not a plains when we top deck like Phyrexian Tower here. Nice, alright, well we have a chance. Please no third force of will. Ugin seems pretty solid here. Ugin clears the monk too. What do I name here? Like Council's Judgment? Just Snapcaster Mage? Cards that are like just a vague hassle to deal with. Council's Judgment clears my Ugin, which kind of sucks. But like they don't really have a lot. Snapcaster Mage is like a pretty reasonable name. Monastery? No, Monastery Mentor isn't that scary. Yeah, I'm gonna name Council's Judgment. I think Snapcaster Mage is another defensible name. Haha, we hit! Ah, man, I'm so good at this Cabal Therapy card, guys. -4. Their hand is Counterbalance Plow versus an active Ugin. We can even, like, Knight of Autumn the Plow, or the Counterbalance. They could draw, like, Snap Judgment or whatever, but... Ding. I don't really want to go get a Veteran Explorer with this Green Sun, because we can't sack it and they have a Plow in hand. So we just, like, pass the turn here. We want to hit more land drops to get to, like, this Liliana, but... Curious on why they didn't play the Counterbalance. Do they, like, draw Force of Will and they wanted to hold up Hardcast Force? Because I shouldn't have 6. Yeah, they're gonna snap Council's Judgment my Ugin, which certainly sucks. Apply this Snapcaster Mage? I don't really need to. We're not playing Liliana next turn, so... Another Green Sun, alright. Now we might get like 2 vets here. Since they can't get anything else besides Dried Arbor, we have Knight of Autumn in hand. This is a standard deck. Alright, a Knight of Autumn and Liliana Dreadhorde General. So down to Counterbalance, question mark. It's gonna be hard for them to counterbalance this Liliana, but they could. They'd hit like a Terminus, that would suck. Deed's pretty cool. Deed pops our vet. I think I'm interested in just killing this Counterbalance though. Deed's pretty decent. I guess, no, Deed, assuming it resolves, clears the Counterbalance and the Snap and my vet. So yeah, we'll play the Deed. I should lift up Plat Mana just in case. Like blind hit a 3 here. Nice. They did not. Feels good. And they're Hardcast Force on it? Sure. can still Knight of Autumn. Maybe I wanted to Knight of Autumn the counterbalance, because the turn that they didn't play the counterbalance kind of was the tell that they did have Force of Will, right? That they had a hardcast Force, so maybe I want the Knight of Autumn as bait. Brainstorming to a 3. This deck doesn't have any 3s in it. I've hit like another Mentor. Second Council's Judgment. Back to basics. Nice. We did it. We killed the counterbalance. I'm tempted to just attack. Maybe I should just be attacking. Sure. So it gets us a land closer to our Liliana Dreadhorde General. Am I just playing this Arena Rector? Probably. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not. It just like gets plowed, right? And if we top deck a one of our last 2 therapies or our Phyrexian Tower, one of 2 Phyrexian Towers, then we can sack the Rector for value. I'm gonna attack this Veteran Explorer. I should have attacked at the last turn too. If they attack with the Snapcaster Mage, then we can just crack back for a 3. Ooh, wow, trading. Maybe they want the shuffle? But now we get to just cast Liliana Dreadhorde General. Man, if they have Terminus on top, I'm going to tilt off the face of the earth. I was ready. I was fucking ready to tilt. The Lily also does give us a sack outlet for our Rector, notably. Their hand is predict nothing. What can we Rector for? Just like Karn. Karn's pretty good. I'm just also in the business of not casting spells to make their predicts bad. Just like hit them for 4+, go. But like getting a Karn in play also pretty good. Oh, there's the back to basics. All right, they predict away their back to basics. Sure. Would you like to miracle that Terminus? I'm gonna Karn the last card in your hand if you do. Deal. Draw another Arena Rector. Karn your Arid Mesa, sure, whatever. Man, I hope we get to ult this Karn. Dang it. Opponent! I've never ulted a Karn on Moto before. Alright, well, that went well. Playing as Miracles here. Is Carpet of Flowers what I want? Carpet of Flowers just like makes a bunch of mana. I guess it lets us like cast our big guys, assuming like our vets aren't working out. Are we cutting though? Plows probably. I can see just like 2 clouds for 2 carpets. Carpet seems like it's a lot bigger of a deal against Delver, where like you have to play through all this like very like soft permission spells and stuff. But Miracles has just like actual counter spells. So, like having extra mana isn't always necessarily great. Like I like these removal spells still. Replicate uncounterable and trophy kills Jace. Eleep too. Eleep seems good. Or is that in response to something else that I said? Eleep just like sacks your Rectors and your Vets and shit. It's like all it does anyway, but like protects them. Just another sack outlet to go through like plows and stuff. But I think I don't like. I think I like everything in this deck currently more than I like the 3rd carpet. I guess maybe like Deed sucks, right? Maybe that's fine. Deed's like okay. You can clear like Mentor and a bunch of tokens. You can try to kill your own vet, like we did last game. But it's like not great. This looks okay. This looks acceptable. So another 1-lander, but we have carpet here, which is great. And also, if we have another land drop, we can like therapy Zenith for okay, yeah. Now we don't have to play the carpet necessarily. We can just turn 1 therapy again, turn 2 like vet sack, etc., etc., etc. I think I'm just gonna therapy force again. Gonna brainstorm here. What do I name now? Actually, Brainstorm's usually like a safe name against these decks, right? Except for when they cast it, obviously. I feel like they'd be protecting a Force of Will on top. So like a Snapcaster Mage, maybe? Would be something that's just like sitting in their hand. Oh, they left a Force. Dang. Maybe I overthought myself. Because now we're just going to run this Zenith into the Force of Will. But it's okay because we also have this carpet. We have Trophy to deal with Mentor. So we're going to ram Zenith into a Force of Will. Let that resolve. They just really want lands. I want Forest because we can cast Carpet, and the other land doesn't matter because we can't cast anything else this turn. So I guess like Plains, so we have more basics. Forest Plains. Could like leave up Trophy or something if we wanted. Kind of tempted to just name this Monastery Mentor because it's like kind of scary. This Force of Will doesn't matter nearly as much. Ooh, they have a lot of scary cards now. Their hand is quite terrifying, actually. Click me in response to my carpet. Oh, then to see if they really want to force it. That tracks. But just like clicking to Jace with force backup sucks some serious shit for us. They let us keep it, and the carpet resolves. That's not great. Oh right, hang on. How much mana do I get? 3? I guess I could just cast the leap here. Could cast the Knight of Autumn, it doesn't do anything. Kind of forgot that carpet made mana in your second main when you played it in your first main, to be perfectly honest. So we can fetch Arbor and leap it, but there's still this force to deal with. They play Island? Yeah. Island Jace. So their hand is Force Ponder and a Brainstorm card, and a card for turn. So I think I'm making green mana to like leap multiple things here. Ooh, Ugin. 4, 8, 9 mana. We can't bait the force and cast this Ugin in the same turn. But we can like leap a bunch and cast the Ugin next turn. Fetch the Arbor. Leap the Arbor. Rector. So if we cast Rector, it gets forced, right? Then we have, like, Trophy. Yeah, they have to force will this Rector. Yep. Force pitching Jace. So they still have the Ponder and an Unknown in hand. So we can just trophy this Jace. I think I want to trophy it now. Yeah, trophying an upkeep doesn't matter because they get the land back untapped. And they could have like Hardcast Force here. Those cards are Force Will Ponder if we make them pitch the Ponder here at least. And then next turn we just cast the Ugin and just murder them. Hello? Hello, child. Nice Narset. That dies to a Ugin -3 as it turns out. So hand is Ponder, Portent, Unknown. So imagine they're casting, yeah, some number of cantrips. Targeting me with their Portent. Aggressive. Gonna slam this Ugin and hope it works. Ugin -3. Doesn't matter how I tap this because we're paying all of our mana here. Click in your Narset, and my E-Leap, and my... whatever that other thing was, the carpet, but... solid Ugin still, they need to deal with it. Kinda sucks they would kill our E-Leap, because E-Leap's really good, but... so is Ugin, as it turns out. Oh no. So the reason I wanted to kill the Narset instead of just plussing and killing the Click, although maybe plussing and killing the Click was still better, because it gives us, like, more action with our Knight of Autumn later. But I was concerned about them finding a Council's Judgment. But maybe it was correct to just shoot the Click and leave the Narset. Maybe it was right to shoot the Narset and leave the Click, actually. That's probably the best play. They have 4 cards in now, Jesus. Suddenly this took a turn for the worse. Do I play this Knight of Autumn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana? Maybe we just make a 4-3. Yeah, I think the right play might have actually been just shoot the Narset, leave the Click in play. Because if they don't find the Judgment, then they just lose the Click to the next Ugin plus. If they do, like, if they do find the the Council Judgment, then like it's just a 3-1 in play. It's gonna take like 5 turns for us to die, and we still have like Knight of Autumn. Yeah, I fucked up this game. We now have 9,000 manas. This might not resolve, I guess, but Snapcaster Mage. It's not good for me. Disenchant, interesting. Is that a Borden versus Rector fit? Does that do anything if we besides hit our carpets? I guess it hits like it hits our Karn stuff, like our Karn Great Creator stuff, but they didn't see that, right? I guess they might have. We leaped, so I never look at what cards I reveal on Evolutionary Leap. But I guess they might have seen Karn Great Creator because we leaped last game, right? Maybe we didn't. I don't know. I don't remember. Punch. But yeah, I definitely fucked up this game. If I had an Evolutionary Leap in play, it would be very, very different. We just like run them out of gas with like a bunch of Arena Rectors. Like the click probably wouldn't, like I think if they had click and play we would be at like 7 or 4 here or something, but we've got like so many extra activations. It's not very useful. Opponent has 7 cards in hand. Jesus, how many predicts have they cast? A lot. What are the odds they can counter this? Basically 0. We draw like Karn. They probably have like Snap Council Judgment for that though at this point. Lay down 2 Jaces, and we know they have a 3rd Jace. I'm trying to keep tabs on their win cons. It's good to keep playing this out, though, at this point. They have, like... We just get to see so much of their deck before they kill me. The fuck? Interesting card to board in versus Nickfit, I get. This card seems horrendous. Like, I guess I can't therapy them? I can therapy myself for the sack outlet. Deal. Go get my last basic. Did I board in the Gideon for this matchup? I should have. Just like a thing that attacks. This is like the matchup where I'd want it, right? I don't think I boarded in the Gideon. I did not. He's still there. What a fool I am. Cut the other Pernicious Deed probably for the Gideon in game 3 here. There it is. Still draw Karn and just kill it, but they probably have Force of Will. I have no idea how many they've cast this game. Uncounterable Arena Rector. Don't think I really want to show them this cavern. We'll chill on it. We could draw like Therapy. Therapy, myself, Rector, sack the Rector. So that's all uncounterable. Get a Karn, Karn the Jace. I guess I should fetch. Better odds of top decking my Cabal Therapy. Since like our They've left them on bottom, actually. Now that they're left on top, we want to fetch, right? So fetches are good at clearing Jace cards. We can also draw a Phyrexian Tower. Although, if we draw a Phyrexian Tower, we need to play this Cavern. Shit. Oh, God. Alright, so we'll cast this Deed, see if they counter it. If not, then we can Cavern in the Rector to blow it up later, but... if they do counter the Deed, it's whatever. But I do need to play this Cavern of Souls. Reveal back to basics, huh? Yeah, we need to put this Cavern of Souls on human. In case we draw Phyrexian Tower, because that's another top deck for us. Well, there's therapy. I will therapy myself. They countered it anyway, sure. They have surgical, that tracks. Alright, so we're dead now. Does make sense they have 12 cards left in their library and hadn't cast a surgical yet. Well, we tried our best. Porting this Gideon though for this other Deed. Faux show. Resubmit. Yeah, I think that game is pretty solidly in our favor if I just plus the Ugin on the Narset instead of minusing it there. Definitely might be. Like I very much wanted to clear the Narset so they had less chance of finding a Council's Judgment to deal with the Ugin, but then it also exiled all my shit. This is Therapy, Vet, and Trophy. We don't have anything to do with our mana, but like Therapy's pretty good, right? We don't necessarily want to be like vetting them though, or in the early game, but alright, no Leyline of Sanctity. Oh, whoops. Can't cast that. We need to play land first. What if we just name Brainstorm here? Brainstorm's a good card. Wow. Swing and a miss. Snap, snap, surgical portent, though. So we can just vet, take 2 snaps, which is real nice. It does give them a bunch of lands, which I don't love as much, but I like taking 2 Snapcaster Mages. The issue is that we have to contend with this surgical extraction afterwards. We could just get a Dryad Arbor and take the 2 snaps and not use our vet. So like I don't accelerate them a bunch on mana. Like we're hitting our land drops for a good while here. I don't think we really need the acceleration. Kind of interested in that. Sure. Alright, well if they surgical my therapy, I guess surgical the therapy makes sense. Now we probably just don't cast the vet, right? Do we? No. Just gotta find a forest here and say go. Could find Dryad Arbor. Just start hitting them. Now I have to contend with Snap Surgical as well. A lot of things to deal with now. Let's play this vet. If we draw something, we just want to be able to cast it. Like, draw big things. Green Sun Zenith is not super useful in this deck, yet again. Just makes more Veteran Explorers, or makes a Knight of Autumn later. I think I'm just gonna go land go here. Problem is that we have to deal with Snap Surgical, which means we just need, like, hardcast walkers. Can't rely on Rector. Snap Portent. This Portent's gone. We should have Snap Jailer is the only cards I know about. Sure. Well, I guess maybe playing out Vet's wrong because they have a Jailer. Maybe I want to actually get a second Vet into play because of Jailer. They just leave Snap and Jailer back, though, so that wouldn't do anything. We could also fetch Dryad Arbor, though. Trophy a thing. Kind of interested in that now. Tower. We have so much mana. Nothing to do with it. So we can play Tower. Green Sun for 1. Because we don't have to play Tower, because we're not going to sack the Vet to a Palace Jailer trigger. It sucks that these Green Suns don't do anything. It's like kind of a huge deal, right? All they do is like add extra copies of Veteran Explorer to your deck. Yeah, so this is Jailer. We're gonna hope they don't have a counter spell, right? Try to like take the Monarchy here. You could also get like a plow, cast a plow. We still no. We actually gonna be able to take Monarchy here. All right, getting somewhere. Drawing Sylvan Library. All right, things looking up. That's horrifying. It's a good way to take back Monarchy. Gonna Judgment my Veteran Explorer, take back Monarchy here. Let's top deck like Ugin or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Top deck Ugin. Or even like Arena Rector here. Not that. It's not what we're looking for. Letting them untap with Mentor. Not great. I imagine we're not going to be able to resolve our next spell. Probably should play Tower. We like... Oh, they're just going to snap Judgment. That tracks. Judgment my library away. Maybe I wanted to trade with this Snapcaster Mage. His draws have not been super helpful. Certainly. Sus? I don't know. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. Getting our ass beat over here. I think we're just dead, right? They just have like, they have 6 cards in hand. There's like no way we don't just die here. I think just Jace kills us. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, they like bounce a thing, kill me. Dang, fucked up that. Should have probably. We probably could have won that game too. That was a fun. It was a fun league. We're wrapping it up here. Our draws were not super kind to us, especially in like a lot of our losses were just. We lost to the Karn Forge deck where like my opponent had 3 relevant spells in their deck, I think. Maybe 4. Oh, yep, she's here. You were correct. Come on. Come up here. Hello. But anyway, so we lost. Our losses were to Mystic Forge, where we got turn 2'd, and then we got pretty unlucky in the game 3. We bullied a bunch of other decks. I punted against Miracles, and in that 3rd game, we just... A lot of things did not work out for us. Drew a bunch of lands. Opponent had like a very strong start. But I liked the deck. The deck was fun. Shoutouts again to I Do Nothing a Lot for the donation. It was a pretty sweet list. It's a really cool idea. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I like that Karn is this like castable card in your deck. We're not filling our deck with like Nico Bolas and shit. It's a castable card in your deck that like is actually very relevant in a lot of your matchups and like allows you to just say I win the game like very quickly. With like the mana ramp that you get in Nick Fit, you can just like Karn Lattice people a lot, or just like Karn is good against like combo decks where you Karn for your Crypt or whatever, or just play Karn for Ensnaring Bridge, stuff like that. And it gives you a lot of ways to actually like try to win unfair matchups, which has generally been a thorn in the side of decks like Nick Fit. But anyway, I had a lot of fun here. But let's find someone to host. See if Arkin's still streaming. Yeah, let's go host Arkin. He was one of my losses today. Streams like the most legacy out of anyone. He's basically always online every time I open up Twitch. It's just like Arkin's there. So go say hi to him. Arkin 11. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the legacy content. Good luck to anyone who's playing in GP Atlanta, although you'd probably already be on site today and not watching the stream. But good luck to everyone out there, and have a nice weekend, everybody. Say bye. Say bye.